This is the orientation on the policies for the Mapua Modular Academics. Under the modular system, topics that address the same outcome are grouped together. Hence, we have granular delivery of courses. Also in the system, we will have multiple opportunity to pass a module. This is because we are given a number of assessments. Now, the module grade that you will obtain in a particular module will be the weighted average of the numeric passing marks obtained from all the activities given in the module and will be assigned a numeric grade as based on the given table. If your average or your weighted average is 0, meaning you did not work on anything in that particular module, your module grade would be an ABS. This would stand for failure due to absences. If the average is from 1 to 69.99, your module grade is an IP. This means in progress. But if your weighted average is any of this, then you will earn a passing mark. And if your average is from 70 where from 70 to 72.99, you will be assigned a module grade of 3.0. Okay, so please refer to this table in determining what your module grade would be for a particular module. Now, this is the grading schema that we adopt in the math department. In the OBE, or Outcomes-Based Education grading system, aside from getting a passing mark anywhere from 3 to 1.0, a student can possibly get a grade of I, IP, or ABS. So let us look at the occasions where we would be earning an I, an IP, or an ABS. A student who was not able to submit a module requirement due to medical conditions or reasons, or for some emergencies, then he may be given a grade of I. This is provided that the grade on the other requirements of the module is passing. Now, an incomplete grade of I can be completed to any passing mark from 3 to 1. That is after completing or after complying with the required completion activity. Now, this can be done within the term or after the term. You just have to reach out to your instructor. Now, any student with a module grade in the range of 1 to 69.99 will get a module grade of IP. This would mean that you are working on a passing grade in progress. A student who did not perform any of the assigned activities in the module will get a 0% and thus would obtain a module grade of ABS. Now, with regard to an IP grade in a module, this can be converted only to a 3. So you can convert an IP, a module grade, to a 3 within the term if your instructor would permit it, or after the term or in the succeeding term by completing the activities that are assigned in the fully online completion modules. since we have 3 modules for this course, you will be having 3 module grades. Now, the grade for the course will be the module grade average, or the weighted average of the 3 numeric passing module grades, and it will be based and computed using this formula. So it is a weighted average again. And if the module grade average is any of the following, then you will be given correspondingly course grade as shown in this table. So please take note that if the module grade average is from 1 to less than greater or equal to 1, but less than or equal to 1.1, then the course grade that you will earn will be a 1.0. A module grade average of greater than 1.1 but less than or equal to 1.40 would earn a 1.25 as course grade. So the course grade that you will obtain will be based on this given table. Now, please take note that there is a possibility of obtaining a course grade of IP or F5. And this will be on the following occasions. If you obtain 1 to 2 IP grades and the other grades are numeric passing grades, then your course grade would be IP. Now, what does it mean? It says, say in module 1, you got a 3.0, but in modules 2 and 3, your grades are both IPs. So you have 2 IP grades and 1 passing numeric grade. Your course grade would be an IP. Or it may be the case of having 2 passing grades, 2 passing numeric grades in 2 modules and 1 IP grade. In this case, still the course grade is an IP. Now, in case all the module grades are IP, then the course grade would be a 5. So that means you failed your course. Another occasion where you will be getting a grade of 5 for the course would be when a student violates the academic integrity policy of the university, or if the student incurs 100% absence in any of the modules, or incurs a module grade of ABS, or if the student gets IP grade in all modules in the course. Under any of these situations, the student needs to re-enroll the course because his course grade is a 5.0. Okay, what happens when your module grade is an IP? Now, any student would incur an IP for course grade will be given an additional quarter to convert the IP grade to a 3. This is by using the fully online completion modules offered the following term. Now, the student need not enroll in the completion module because the Mapua system automatically would include the student in the completion module. Okay. Now, the completion module is free of charge. Okay, so you just have to wait for the system to include you in the completion module in the following term. However, if the student is not able to accomplish all the completion activities to merit conversion of the IP grade into 3.0, the student needs to re-enroll the said module, only the module, through the remedial module offered the following term. Now, unlike the completion module, the remedial module now would be charging some fees. So the remedial module fee or a remedial module fee is charged when enrolling in the remedial module. So let us make this clear. After a term, if your course grade is IP, the following term, the system would automatically include you in the completion module so that you work on the activities that would be assigned for the module where you got an IP to be able to convert your IP grade to a 3. Completion module is free of charge. Now, after that term where your name or where you were included in a completion module and you did not work on the activities and therefore not able to convert your IP grade to a passing grade, then the following term you will be required to re-enroll already the module where you got an IP. Now this will be through a remedial module, and a remedial module fee is charged. Okay? Again, please find time to really pay attention to the very important items that were discussed in this presentation. Please be guided accordingly. Thank you.